He is seen by 10 million viewers weekly in the U.S., including right here on News 3 on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, we're talking about TV preacher Joel Osteen, who is coming to Hampton Roads in person this Friday.
But before he takes the stage here, we head to Houston Church and go behind the scenes. One huge celebration. This is how they worship at Joel Osteen's 16,000-seat church, the former home of the Houston Rockets. Drawing people from all races, all walks of life, from all over the world.
We're from Norway. Yeah, we came all the way here.
Thousands of others do too, packing the 880,000-square-foot Lakewood Church.
Pastor, this is Curtis.
How's it going?
And News 3 is going behind the scenes with Joel.
I'm glad they sent you down. Yeah. Glad to have you here today.
Giving you a front row seat, but if you can't make it to his mega church in Houston, Joel and his family will come to you when they, in a sense, take their church on the road.
It's great being back in New York.
Like when they filled up Yankee Stadium in what they call a night of hope. They'll be holding one of these Friday at Norfolk Scope. Then it's back to Houston for 3 weekend services.
How do you keep up with this schedule?
Well, you know, I pace myself.
After he finishes with his sermon, he's not finished. Then he comes out here and meets with first-time visitors, shakes hands, and signs books.
Good to see you. Yeah, thanks for coming. Lord, we just dedicate her to you. Lord, I just pray your blessings.
And that's his main focus, encouragement. Over the years, Osteen's popularity has exploded. Why do you think you have that connection?
I do think part of it is maybe I'm not as traditional as certain pastors, maybe not as traditional as my father, meaning rather than just teach books of the Bible, I talk about life. How do we overcome? How do we make the principles of the Bible real?
God is not holding your faults, your mistakes against you.
Despite his millions of followers, Osteen has his critics, saying he's not a deep theologian and avoids certain hot-button issues. Because there are some pastors that really go hard on either the abortion issue or the homosexuality issue. And
Yeah.
why do you choose to not really...
Well, part of it is some of those issues become political issues. My father never wanted to go political, and I don't feel like I want to as well. What I feel called to do is lift people up, to inspire them, to help them to move forward.
A message he actually had to apply to himself early on. Joel writes about his first time preaching in his latest book. Every voice told me, Joel, you better not get up there in front of people. You're going to make a fool of yourself. You're not going to know what to say. Nobody is going to listen to you. That's how you felt.
It did. I did. I didn't think that I could get up there.
But he did.
It goes on to say, don't act thoughtlessly, but find out and know what the will of God is.
We took Joel down memory lane and showed him that first service.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What's going through your mind when you see that?
About, one, how young I was. Just how, that, I mean, that was that time I didn't really know what I was doing.
His dad, John Osteen, the church's founder, who had been trying for years to get Joel to preach, was in a hospital room listening to Joel over a phone. After the service, Joel headed to the hospital to see what his dad thought.
I'll never forget the nurses stopped me in the hall and they said, Joel, we've never seen your dad so proud. He's just beaming with joy because he finally got to hear me minister. And so I don't know how good I did on that first one. I just did my best, but you know, it's just, you never know where God's going to take you.
So 5 days later, after he gave that sermon where he was filling in for his dad passed away. And so he said he knew, even though he still wasn't sure about himself, that he had to step up and carry on and pastor for the church.
Yeah, but what a blessing that his dad got to hear him preach before he passed away.
And so he said for the first year, he wore his dad's shoes because, not for any inspirational message or anything, he said he never had any dress shoes, that he was always behind the scenes running camera. And so he wore his dad's shoes for the first year.
Great story. Hey, and we are giving away tickets to see Joel live at the Scope this Friday. The key word you need to enter to win is church. Again, the key word tonight is church. Head on over to WTKR.com to enter and win. And we'll have bonus chances to win tomorrow on News 3 at 4, 5, and 6.
All right, so, Patrick, for those folks, the